First up, Charles Trunks Crawford, ex-Navy, pure sadist. An engineer by trade, he has control issues and very little respect for the sanctity of human life. Lieutenant Bantam used to be a drone operator for the Army. He believes he isn't responsible for someone's death unless he gets their blood on him. Bantam will tell you he's never killed anyone because he's never had blood on his hands, but he's murdered thousands. Mort cursed Kellogg. This guy has the worst luck. Rumor is he was a compulsive gambler, got into debt with the wrong people and enlisted to try and pay back the loan sharks. They say he won the lotto on Black Friday and couldn't collect his winnings. Pretty sure loan sharks are the least of his problems now. Beatrice Auntie Kaplan. I know her as Petty Officer Kaplan. She killed a guy during basic because he called her Auntie. You kill a guy for giving you a nickname, and then you make everyone call you that so they never forget what happens to people who mess with you? She's petty and dangerous. And last but not least, Zachary Stovepipe Beattie. I hate this guy. He thinks he's untouchable. Used to be an Explosive Ordinance Disposal Specialist. Pretty sure it was just an excuse to blow shit up, since all he ever does now is blow shit up. Frankly, I don't trust men that pretty. They always get away with too much shit. Stovepipe and his team are heavily armed, ruthless, and know every inch of this city. They know where to strike to do the most damage physically and psychologically. Good luck tracking them down.
The most important guide created in Season 11. How long has the raids been out? How long has the Eagle Bear been in the raids? Finally, they added the raid exotic, the Eagle Bear, for example, into the Dark Zone. As an addition, this is not removed from the raids, so I am not understanding why there are a few or a lot of raid players and people who don't want to PvP upset about this update. The devs did a great job with this update. They did not force anyone to go into the Dark Zone to get the Eagle Bear. This exotic has still been in the raid since the update has been released. This has nothing to do with players who do not want to PvP. This was a great idea and it creates a huge challenge within the community, and I love it. Also, let's get into the most important part of this video, the guide. In this guide, I will give you several tips that are extremely important in your Season 11 journey. First, how to fast track to level 100 within a few days by farming only resource convoys in the open world. There are little crates on your map in the open PvE world that are moving around the map. Put your difficulty, aka your global settings, to heroic and add a minimum of 3 different derivatives and hunt those resource convoys. You should get about 500,000 XP per convoy. Tip number 2. I have seen in comments on videos that there are PvEers that never stepped into the DZ before and don't know how to go rogue. Now, I am not sure how to go rogue on other platforms, but on the PlayStation, all you gotta do is hold the pad on the controller to go rogue. PvEers, listen up. This is a very important tip. Those of you who want to take the real challenge of getting the Eagle Bear in the DZ, or who want to step into the DZ or PvP in general for the first time. I repeat, you cannot come into the PvP, this is including the conflict game mode and Dark Zone, with PvE gear. Do not even try it. You are going to believe you can because you're going to encounter someone else who is running in the DZ with a PvE gear, who is a PvEer trying to farm in the DZ. But once you come across a PvP player, they will not sit still and let you get stacks on them. If you're running a Heartsbreaker, they will adapt to your builds. PvE builds are not as strong as you think they are in the PvP in general. Most players that are at PvP run a 1.7 minimum armor with high critical hit damage and high critical hit chance. So if you guys want to be able to hold your own in PvP, you need to have those requirements. This also includes 3 brand sets coming up for tip number 4. I will give you all 3 brand sets that are must have. You can run them in both PvE and PvP. I tested them out. Seska, Grupo, and Fenris. For AR players, y'all know I'm an AR player, so that was a given. Also, remember I told you that 1.7 million armor is important. It is very important in PvE and PvP because you have that extra survivability. And critical hit chance and critical hit damage are the 2 main stats that put out serious numbers to your damage, as well as weapon damage. But those 2 are main factors in PvP if you are a PvEer trying to get into PvP. And it also rolls into PvE because, as you guys can see in these videos, I am doing some damage. Okay. And also, did you know that you can't go past 60% critical hit chance and you can overshoot it? If you have a gear set that has 60% critical hit chance on it, take off a mod and see if it drops below 60%. And if it does not, that means you have overshot your 60% and you need to move that extra mod to critical hit damage. That is tip number 4. Now, this is my final tip for you guys. Tip number 5 is one of my important ones. I have so many more tips to give you guys. I can make a part 2 of this video, but you guys got to show me that this is very helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments below you want to see 5 more tips that are actually way more important than these first 5 that I've given you. Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button and let me know. Also subscribe, let me know. I will look at the analytics and it will show me that you guys really like this video and I can make another one with even better tips and examples. So tip number 5, the hottest and most used talents, Unbreakable and Adrenaline Rush. These are the top 2 must use talents in PvP and in PvE. It is amazing. Adrenaline Rush gives you that extra blue armor, as you guys can currently see right now. I have a little bit of blue armor. Anytime you are around enemies, you get additional blue armor as protection. Adrenaline Rush is used in PvP a lot because of this reason alone. Unbreakable. If you lose your armor, you gain 95% of it back. And there is a cooldown, so you got to be mindful of that, okay? Keep track of that timer. That's why these 2 are so useful. That is tip number 5. That is the last tip I'm going to give you guys. And for those, you guys already know I do this a lot. For those who made it this far, I got a little bonus for you guys of showing you my PvP progress. I've only been in the DZ for 1 week. Look how far I have come. Until next time, guys, it's your boy Veli, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
on the side, one on the floor. Pop the hip. One down. One side. I got one on the floor. Good. Got another EK. Down.